Howdy y'all, my name is Gretchen. I'm the Restless Thrifter and I'm a reseller on eBay, Poshmark, Depop, and Mercari. And I have 8 sales to pack up for you today. I'm sorry, 9 sales to pack up for you today. One of these is also Facebook Marketplace. That's the one I keep forgetting because I don't get emails from them sometimes. And when I do, it goes to a different email address. So anyhow, I got to get that packed up. I have 3 Depop, 3 Poshmark, no Mercari, 2 eBay, and the 1 Facebook Marketplace. It's unheard of for me to have more Depop and Facebook, or no, Depop and Poshmark than eBay. Unheard of. So I don't know what's going on with eBay, but Poshmark finally woke up a bit. That's good. And Depop is increasing for me. I have begun posting more things over there. I will say still my more unique, quirky, vintage items are selling, but I'm selling more normal things, as you'll see from this video. So let me go ahead and do the Facebook Marketplace one before I forget again. The man's probably like, where is it? I may even upgrade it to priority because I have to buy my own shipping label on Facebook Marketplace. I don't sell very often over there, so I'm sitting here fumbling around trying to figure out where to find my order. Shipping orders. There it is. It's a Mac Alley ultra slim wired computer keyboard with numeric keypad, full size USB white, and it sold for $18. It's already wrapped up. I'm going to wrap it up better than that too, but it's already wrapped. And it's going to Arizona. Let me grab the address because I'm going to need to paste that into Pirate Ship, which is what I use when I want to. How do I save a draft of this one? Maybe it'll automatically save. Okay, Pirate Ship is what I use when I don't use one of the platforms to ship. You can get discounted rates there just like you can with eBay. And I really like the service. They've been very helpful at all times. No, this isn't going to Chicago. It's going to Arizona. And I do like to double check when I put in addresses to make sure I didn't lose the apartment number and then it didn't switch it to a different city or something, because there's this autofill and it can do those things. So I like to double and triple check. I've had this happen to me before with Pirate Ship, and Pirate Ship has been very helpful in getting me a new label, usually for free, because I don't do it that often, that they're like, oh, she's a pain. I am a pain. Okay, I have this very long, narrow box. I was so happy to find it in my stash of boxes. It is 18 inches is like, when you go over that, that's when things start to get expensive. By 7 by 6, we will say. 18 by 7 by 6. And let's see how much it weighs, but I gotta pack it up first. Hopefully the shipping label is not too much. How much did I have him pay? He paid $10.85. So it should be okay unless the size of the box throws it off. I'm gonna get some packing paper here. I hate dry fingers and paper. Ugh. I don't like the way it feels. And then to lick one's hands is gross. But I keep forgetting to bring my little finger sponge thing. And I can't pick it up otherwise. All right. I've got that nestled in there with a layer of padding on the bottom, and now I'll put a layer on the top. This is just a keyboard I've had laying around for a while. Finally listed it. I worked for a startup that was they decided to get rid of it. It was very successful, but the parent company ish, sort of a parent company, decided to disband it. They thought they were going to be better off financially, but I don't know how that worked out for them. Nor do I care. I do miss all my coworkers. I miss working there. It was the job I had before I started doing this as my main income. This weighs 1 pound, 9.1 ounces. So I'm going to put that in. I'm going to round that up to 10 ounces, and I'm putting that in Pirate Ship. The website's just pirateship.com. Really easy to use. Shipping Ground Advantage is only $6.53 for me. Let me see what it would cost me to upgrade to priority for him. $8.22. So I am going to upgrade that to priority since he paid 10 something and I'm late on getting. Probably couldn't hear that, but my husband just called 1 minute for dinner. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to buy the label. And let me go back into Vendoo and put this in. It's really, really easy to use. If I used it more often, it would be even faster, but I don't. Okay, so I'm looking for keyboard. Go ahead and do my bookkeeping as I'm shipping because otherwise I may forget. And I'll have to pause this and come back to the rest of these. Okay, I'm back and I'm going to print this label out for this keyboard. I'm going to put some priority mail stickers on it so that way it's easily identified as priority mail. And it'll get there more quickly than Ground Advantage. Or at least that's the idea. You can get rolls of these stickers from the post office for free. And put a thank you sticker on there. And let's see how much I made on that. I mean, my cost of goods was $0 because all of this equipment was going to go in the garbage. And so I took some of the keyboards and mice. Reselling mice, like just plain mice, is kind of pointless. You can also copy the USPS shipping details and add that to the order in Facebook or wherever you're shipping from if you're shipping with your own labels. I know some people use Pirate Ship exclusively and don't use eBay. You can actually import from eBay. Things are usually about the same price that I know of, maybe a little bit less expensive on one or the other. I tried for a while to like compare and it was like not worth the time because it would be higher on eBay than it would be higher on Poshmark. You know, it was like, it wasn't a clear answer as to which one would be better. And I don't have time to be pricing out things like that for each order, especially when it wasn't like a significant amount. What am I looking for? Okay, I'm looking for that Facebook order so I can add up. 28.85 is what I got, and the selling fee was $3.15. 28.85. That's the 18 plus the shipping, and then my profit was $17.48. The next one we'll do is What is this Depop one? Oh, I just got an offer. I'll look at that in a minute. It's a Depop sale, and it is a dress that I was calling the normal dress. It's just a preppy style. Draper James, size 3X. Deanna smocked gingham dress. Really cute. It's not the Draper James that's sold at Kohl's. It's the regular Draper James that is more expensive. This person messaged me, said, would you take 20? And I said, how about 25? And she said, good. And I said, okay, send me an offer and I'll accept. And she did, and she paid, and it all worked out very quickly. It was a good deal. So I paid, sorry, I'm opening this up, $6.99. I had it originally listed for $40, but it had been listed for a month without any interest. It's end of summer. Well, it's not really end of summer, but fall stuff is already on people's minds. I sold my first flannel, which I'll show you soon, and back to school shopping is starting, like maybe later this month. So $25, and my fee was $1.79. That's a very nice thing about Depop, is the low fees. And I made $16.22. I'm going to download the shipping label, and I'm going to put it in 12 by 16 poly mailer. This is going to Chicago. That's a good sale. And another Depop sale, it's a City Girl Nancy Bolin. Not very important, that part, the brand, because it's vintage and not a brand people search for necessarily. It's a size large. It is a whimsy goth jacket. That is the keyword I would use the most for this, because it's black and gray and red and gauzy and lacy and just kind of a mush of these colors. To me, it's a very vampiric kind of. So I put size large, blazer jacket, whimsy goth, fairy grunge, goth lace formal. And I had it listed for $35. Got an offer for $18. I'm taking offers right now. Clear some things out of my inventory. I paid $432. My marketplace fees $135. Shipping expenses $0. I'm going to put this in a 10 by 13 poly mailer. And I made $12.33. There is actually a lot of things. There are a lot of things online now using whimsy goth as a keyword. So it's not as, it's still an important keyword for that style aesthetic, but I feel like it's been diluted a bit. Diluted. This is going to Hawaii. I love it. Shipping to Hawaii. I want to go there someday. And the next one is an eBay order. It's a Torrid plus size 6X skater dress, cornflower blue gauze lace up boho festival. This is a mini dress, and it is something you might wear to a festival. Very short and bell sleeves and all of those things. So I'm going to put it in a 12 by 16. The picture was pretty bad because I had it just hanging on the wall and it was very shapeless. You could not tell what it would look like. So I will admit I used as my second photo, not my primary photo, but I used a stock photo, which is a no-no. I've never heard of Torrid being one to go after people, but they would have every right. That is their intellectual property or just their copyrighted. I don't know. 1 pound, 6.7. I'm gonna round that up to 7 ounces. And it will be $7.67 to ship. This hasn't been listed for that long. And I didn't initially list it with the product, the model photo. This is going to Milwaukee. But I did go back and add it when I realized it was indeed a dress and not a long tunic top. It's like, because I think I even said top at one point. When you're trying to figure out how much you made on an item, the way I do it in eBay is go to the payments tab in your seller hub under more if their browser is narrow. Go to all transactions and there you can find everything that's going in and out. So $33.07 is what they paid with shipping. Fees $4.93. I paid $5. So I made $15.47. And the other eBay sale is a dress I've sold before and also sold and got stolen off my porch by a porch pirate when it was outgoing mail. My postman hadn't picked it up yet. And this girl saw me looking out my window even when she took it and she just booked it. And I was banging on the window and yelling at her. It's too late. Really made me mad. The brand is called Ama Designs. AMMA Design. Size extra large, colorful tunic top, boho, patchwork, indie, hippie, artsy. I've sold dresses and now this tunic. Oh, and USA. It's made in the US. It's not vintage. It's just made in the US. It's going to California. I believe it's headquartered in LA or was. I don't know if it's still around. With shipping, they paid $31.23. This sold through an offer to watchers, which I send through Vendoo automated. I paid $3.24. I got this at a Goodwill, I believe. And my marketplace fees $4.68. Let's figure out the shipping expenses. Weigh 6.4, so I'm rounding up to 7. I put it in an 8x11 poly mailer, so shipping is $4.71. And I made $18.60. This sold quickly. It sold in less than a week, 6 days. And a Poshmark sale. This is a pair of sandals that I forgot to get. I need to go back and get them. So we'll move on to the next sale. It is another Depop sale. This one's pretty unique. It's a 2-piece skirt and top. The skirt is lined, the top is not. There was no camisole with it. So you either wear it sheer or you put your own camisole underneath it. It is a Lola P lace 2-piece set, 2X vintage, top and skirt, baby doll top, in fact, the way it's cut. Skirt, fairy boho coquette peach. Peach is the color. And it sold, first of all, it's going to Rhode Island. It sold for $35.88. They sent me an offer and I countered that offer with $35.88. I had it listed for $46, I think, originally. The fees, I did boost this one, so my boosting fee is $287. That's $489 total for my fees, and I paid $617 for it. $489. 89. and 0 for shipping expenses. And I made $24.82 on this. I don't remember the name of the thrift store where I got this. It was in Dallas, and I had never been there before, and I have not been back since. It had some cool stuff. It's just not near me. No, we were intending to go to a different place, and they weren't open, so we had to go to some others, and we wanted to try some places we hadn't been. And then here's the flannel that I sold. First flannel of 2025. I mean, I assume. I don't remember if I sold any in January. Excuse me. I got this in Denver when I was there with my husband. Outdoor Research, men's size medium, feedback flannel, twill shirt, plaid, UPF 50 Gorp core. Gorp, like good old raisins and peanuts. Gorp core is an aesthetic in itself. Outdoor Research, good brand. It's $100 retail shirt. I had it listed for $30, and no, I had it listed for $36 apparently, because that's what it sold for. Okay, so it sold for $36. I had it listed for $30 on some places. I paid $8.65 for it. Marketplace fees would be what, $7.20? Yeah, $7.20, 20%, and then $0 for shipping expenses. So I made $20.15. $20 profit is kind of my ultimate goal, like on average to have everything be 25 or 20 plus shipping or higher. It is currently not, but that would be my ultimate goal. And to sell like 10 things a day. So $200 in profit a day. That's not where I'm at. And you can see that this Tyvek mailer is not sticking properly, so I'm going to use some priority mail stickers to close it off. Don't find Outdoor Research very much. Sure don't. Definitely something I would be more likely to find in Denver. Just a more outdoorsy place. Too hot to be outdoors here, and we're not wearing flannel. Can't even wear flannel in the winter here. Can't even wear long sleeves in the winter. I don't get that cold. That's a good one. Let me print out the label. Where was it? Oh yeah, that's right. They attach it to the email. It's going to Massachusetts. And then I have one more here, and then I'll have to go grab the other one that I forgot to get. This one is another Poshmark sale. It is a Lululemon Love tank top, racerback, cirrus wash, white opal, raw linen rover stretch. Linen rover? I don't know what any of that means. I mean, I know what linen is. This I got for free from my niece. And it sold for $17. Pretty good. So what was my... Oh my gosh, $17. I think that was either an offer or when I dropped prices, and marketplace fees would be what, $3.40? $0 shipping expenses. Verify. $340. Yeah. I made $13.60 on that one. And it sold in 2 weeks. Almost 3 weeks. Okay, I'm gonna go get this Born size 10 sandals. This Lululemon tank is going to Arizona. What platform did I say the Born sandals sold on? Was it Poshmark? It was, I don't think I got an email for it, Born. Oh, there it is. It was Poshmark, and they sold for $24. These sold like very quickly in 2 days. This particular style had a 48% sell-through rate. Remember, the way I calculated sell-through rate, 48% would look like almost 100% in the way that a lot of resellers calculate it. But this is information I'm getting from eBay, and they include the amount still remaining plus the amount sold in the denominator to give a true sell-through rate of how much has sold. And you got to count what already sold to get that number and not just the amount remaining. That's good. That is a good sell-through rate. And I did look up what the ASP was as well. And when they sent me this offer, it's going to New York State. I looked and the ASP was $24.44. So I wanted to make sure I got close to that. And so it sold for $24, which is nice. I got these at the Denver bins, the Goodwill outlet, which we lovingly call the bins. So my fees were $4.80, shipping expenses $0. And they just needed to be kind of polished up a little bit because they were leather. But the tread looked really good. They looked like they were in good shape. Other people had passed on them. And I was like, let me look these up. And with that kind of sell-through rate, I'm like, yeah, somebody's going to buy these. And I made $18.12. So I'm pretty happy with my sales the last few days. This is from the 5th, 6th, and 7th. So unfortunately, it is 3 days worth, but I'm happy with what I've sold. There's one more let me check my email. Somebody was going to buy it from me directly, and I just sent her the amount to pay me for. And let's see if she has answered. She has not. So I will send that out tomorrow or whenever she pays. I have one more thing that's a personal item I want to ship, but I will just do that after this video. You guys have a great day and just keep listing.